Are you one of these people that think your days of having fun is just done? It's over? Do you hear that little voice in your head saying, I just want to have more fun? Or how about, do you see other people having fun and you just want to join them? You just want to be a part of it? Well, on tonight's episode of the Hangout with Penny show, join us because you want to have some fun. This is the place to be tonight because, for one thing, it's Halloween. And for another thing, I have two ladies with me on the panel that are fun. So we're just going to share some of the ways that we enjoy fun. We're gonna share with you how we incorporate fun into our lives and how we can incorporate fun into our into our business. And I'm just laughing because I have a little fly flying around having some fun with me right now. Anyway, so you're watching the Hangout with Penny show, and this is episode number 14. And for those of you that, oh, by the way, look at my gloves. Look at these. Anybody that knows me, been watching my episode, you know purple is a big color for me. But also, what time is it?
Wine time.
It's wine time. So for those of you that's making Hangout with Penny a habit, you'll know that I enjoy my wine Friday nights with all of you. And I enjoy going out and finding just the perfect wine for our Friday night hangouts together. And so I found a very appropriate one for you this evening, and it is called, if I can get this up here, Coffin Ridge. Oops. Coffin Ridge. It's an Ontario wine. Actually, it's just not far from me. And it says, Back from the Dead Red. So, on this fun occasion, Halloween, if some of you celebrate, join us. If you don't, then you ask yourself, so what do I want, and find something that you enjoy better. So we're going to cheers, ladies, and look at my glass. I even made my glass. Look at this.
Oh, I love it. You made that?
I did. So the ghosts are having, look at, they're having fun. They're holding hands. They're having, yeah. Anyway, I could go on and on, but
You're
let's
so
cheers.
creative. It's beautiful.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Excuse me. I got paper all over the place. I'm just going to get rid of that because we don't need it. Oops. Throw it on the floor. I'll let the maid pick it up tomorrow. So, are you one of these people that feel that fun has left your life? You know, I've heard growing up many times, don't act so silly. Act your age. Have you ever heard that? Has been people telling you that? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, you know, maybe it's time you remove the mask. Whew. It gets hot under here. Oh, but look at this. See? I have feathers.
Oh, you have feathers. Now you have your fan.
I have my fan, and I have purple feathers. So we're going to talk about ways that we can incorporate fun into our life. I am a law of attraction trainer and coach, and I have been practicing the law of attraction for several years. And I was getting some really great results practicing the law of attraction, and I was enjoying so much more fun in my life. Because the definition of the law of attraction is I attract to my life whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to. So all the times when I was feeling lonely and sad and I was saying, I never have any fun, that vibration was being matched. And so the more times I would think that, the more I would experience that in my life. So then I started saying, hey, I want to have more fun. Show me some fun. And things were starting to match up. And then I decided that I wanted to have fun in a career. I wanted to have a career that I could have so much fun in. And I think I found it. And both these ladies that I have with me today, I'm going to welcome them to the panel, and I'm going to invite Debi onto the forefront first. So Debi, come on, introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Debi Talbert, and I have a show, a Hangout with Debi show. And this has been quite the interesting journey for me to actually attract my ideal opportunity. It's been an adventure. And I started on this venture after September 11th in 2001 because my industry was hit very hard with that. I'm a flight attendant, and so I have the background of being a 30-year employee at the same company. And I started to see that things were going, what I had thought was going to be my life in retirement wasn't going to be that way. So I began, but first, before I could even make the search, I had to change the thoughts in my head about that I could do something different. Because when it first happened, all my thoughts were all around, oh well, you can't do anything else anyway. You didn't graduate from college. This is the job you have. This is where you're going to be stuck. And just like Penny, with no fun in her life, I kept attracting being stuck and no fun, and I didn't like my job anymore, and I had no fun. And then I started applying different techniques and tools, and at the time, I didn't really know it was law of attraction. I have come to later find out that it was law of attraction. And so that was the beginning of my journey and making the changes in my life to have more fun and to attract my ideal opportunity for me, which I have, that allows me to have fun and create my own financial life right at the same time.
Yay! Hear more about that. So in the meantime, I'm going to invite Judy Garey, my dear friend, that we go walking 3 times a week, and we have so much fun together. Judy, come on out, say hi.
Hi, I am Judy Garey, and I am the founder and creator of HighVibeAcademy.com, and I am also a certified law of attraction facilitator. And at one point in my life, I went through a life mess, and I was having no fun for several years. I felt miserable every single day, and when I finally decided to start focusing on being happy meaning anything that brought me joy. And y'all know that fun, doing things that are fun, always brings us joy, right? Being silly is fun, and it brings me joy. I thought my little thing was falling off my head, but not even that. But anyway, so at one time in my life, I wasn't having any fun, and I decided I wanted to be happy. I started focusing on being happy and started manifesting more of what made me happy in my life. Now, I did have to filter things out. I pretended I had a filter, and anything that didn't make me happy or wasn't fun for me, I filtered it on out of my life and out of my vibration to include more of what made me happy and what was fun in my life, which led me on to creating High Vibe Academy. And now I have my own Hangout with Judy show on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I specialize in cleansing negative vibration that could sabotage the manifestation process, because we want to purify and support the manifestation process, right?
Right.
That's me.
So, thank you, ladies. So you see, everybody, just listening briefly to what we have said already, that we weren't always like this. I believe deep down we all have it, but somewhere along the line, life gets in the way, and our vibrations can just get lowered, and sadness, depression, or just feeling alone, these kinds of things can start taking over our vibration, and it can be a lonely time. But when we start getting into this vibration, when we start to understand the law of attraction and what we project out there, and that's why I wanted to do these Hangout shows. I wanted to be able to help you understand even just a little bit about the power of our words and how the words that we choose to say really affect the results that we have in our life. Because our words will then create a thought, and that thought creates a vibration which goes out, and then there's a job description for the law of attraction. Ladies, what's the 2-word job description to the law of attraction?
Match vibrations.
Match vibrations. So if I'm saying, oh, I never have any fun in my life, is that a positive or negative vibration, ladies?
Negative.
Now if I say, oh, I'm always having fun in my life, Is that a positive or negative vibration?
Positive. I was so excited to say positive, I was ready. The way you said that, like, it raised my vibes instantly. It's like you plugged me in.
Yeah, the difference in your voice and your tone and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happens then? When, like you said, my voice, my tone, everything was raised up. And when I'm in that kind of vibration, what am I going to attract more of? I'm going to attract more of the opportunities, and I'm going to attract more people that are on the same, like what I have right now with me on my Hangout show tonight. I have two of the most fun ladies that we're just having a great time. And so what's the definition of fun? Fun is feeling good. Fun is feeling joy. Fun can be, like Judy and I, we talk about books sometimes, and we send back and forth.
You can tell them what kind of books we talk about.
Sometimes.
But it just raises our vibration. We just share things. So it's just fun. So that's my purpose of this show, is to uplift you and inspire you and empower you to know that, you know, if I can just shift a little bit at a time, and if this show can help with one of you lift that vibration so you can think, oh, you know, I had a little bit of fun. Those ladies, they're so much fun. Then that's going to raise your vibration, and you're going to attract more of that into your life. And I love these feathers. They're fun. And they're purple. So thank you for all you that have been making Penny for Hangout with Penny. My coaching practice is called Penny for Your Thoughts. So every once in a while I get a little confused with the names. But that's all part of it.
Friday nights, right?
Friday nights. Every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. So now, I want to talk to you, Debbie, a little bit, because you have started this fun venture about helping women with their second act later in life, and you're teaching them how they can have fun and yet make money and have a career. So just give us a little rundown, and then I also want you then to go into, because now you're starting to really get into the Hangouts, and like you're the Hangout queen. You're the Google Plus Hangout queen. So how did that come about? And just for all you that are watching right now, this is new for all of us. So if we can do it, you can do it.
Exactly. You can figure it out, just like we did.
Yes. So Debbie, go ahead.
Well, when I started on this venture of on the path of attracting my ideal opportunity, I went through a lot of stuff, and I had to change the way I thought. I had to change what was going on in my head, and then when I finally came across Michael Lozier, the guy that has affected all of us a lot, in his book, I realized what the little changes I was making on my own were, how I was actually changing my thoughts and thinking about what it was I could do, and re-looking at even the skill set that I had. Because even though I've been at the same job for 30 years now, over 30 years now, or the same company, I did a lot of different jobs. And so then I began to think, even though I didn't have the degree that went along with it, I had a lot of skills and a lot of experience that I could then take that and bring it out into the marketplace. So when I actually saw Michael's Hangout with Michael show, I knew that was it for me. I knew somehow that was my thing, and I was going to figure that out. Because I had already been, for I guess about 18 months before that, helping out my girlfriends. We were all in doing network marketing and using Facebook, and yet we were using Hangouts to teach each other how to use Facebook. So we had already started using the platform, but I didn't, but that was how we were just teaching each other and doing our friend thing. And then when I saw Michael's shows, my brain just started going around, okay, that's it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but that's what I wanted. And I knew in some way I actually wanted to be able to help women like myself, that, you had been doing something, whatever it was, whether you were raising your kids and now your kids are gone and you want to go have a second act and do something else, or you've been in this corporate life and you're burnt out, or you got laid off. Somehow, we're affected, and we're realizing we're going to have to work way past the age we thought we were going to have afterwards for financial reasons. And so I wanted to find a way to be able to have fun with it. And so I did the law of attraction process, the 3-step process for attracting my ideal opportunity. And so I started just jumping in and doing a hangout show and interviewing women that had done that, had changed whatever they were doing in their 50s. Had they changed, gone from, basically I was focusing on talking to people that had gone from corporate life into being their own boss and setting up their own business. And as I was doing that, they all wanted to know how could they do this hangout thing that I was doing. So then it actually gradually led into me teaching them how to do it. So now that's what I'm doing. I am actually now teaching basically trainers and coaches how to actually leverage the Google Plus platform and take advantage of it in their marketing. So it actually kind of just fell into my lap because I was having fun doing it, and I realized that I like teaching it. So then I decided, okay, then this is what I'm going to go with. So that's kind of basically how it happened, all by keeping my mindset of, you know, what is it that I want? And I kept asking myself that. And then all these things I began to attract it. I know that now. I used to say it fell in my lap. That's not what happened.
Yeah, that's true, though. That is proof of the law of attraction, right?
Totally, totally. I mean, it's like, if you look at the ideal opportunity I wrote down, this is it. For me, what I'm doing with the hangouts and teaching them and then having my show, and then hanging out with you guys, like when I'm like, this is it. Well, I think we lost Penny.
She'll be back.
She'll be back. Sometimes the technology, you know, it has its moments.
So those fun vibes we're putting out there, we're overflowing the server.
It's kind of like, uh-oh, what's going on?
Well, you know, she'll be back, I'm sure, here in just a minute. But I love that you're doing that. I really love that you're doing that, Debbie, because there's a lot of people out there that, you know, they want to change careers and they want to do hangouts and have fun like we do. So I love that you're doing that.
Yeah, it's like it just totally just kind of like, okay, since I like doing it and I've been able to figure it out and put this together, it just kind of, this is it. This is what I do. Okay, this is going to be what I'm going to do now. So anyway, and I do it, you know, I'm still doing my job. So, and it can be done and you can do it. So, well, Penny, here, since I got to tell my story, why don't you go ahead and tell some of your story and about how how you're using Hangouts in your business now? Because I know you had the High Vibe Academy already going, and you found the Hangout. So how has that helped you in you know, making changes in your life and actually having more fun in your life around doing what you're doing with High Vibe Academy?
Oh, it's been because this coming up week I am on my 6th show, I think. Yeah, 6th show. So I've been doing it for 6 weeks, and before that I was doing YouTube videos, and I would do them myself, and then I would edit them and then upload them, and you know, it just seems like with the live version of the Google Hangout, it is so much funner, and to get to connect with people live. You know, because it's one thing to create a YouTube video and then people, you know, comment on it, but when you're here live and then you can look and respond to people in the comment area live on the air, you know, you feel like they're there with you, even if they're not on the screen with you. So I have really, really enjoyed it. So I can actually take, because what I do at High Vibe Academy and my Hangout with Judy show, it's just kind of like they are merged together, and the Hangout with Judy show, it's just a place for me to share what has helped me, what has the things that I've actually used in my life, and just a place where I can share and be me and be silly and bring the fun to it. So I loved it whenever I logged into the Hangout tonight. I seen y'all all dressed up, and I'm like, oh, in 3 minutes flat, y'all, we come up with this, okay?
Yeah, exactly. They got 3-minute costume, but look at it. It's like awesome.
It was so fun. And the fact that we had these funny little Google effects to give me a crown just added to it.
I mean, it's like, but I think that's kind of when you can learn to do that in life, you know, kind of like, okay, well, they showed up with a costume. So I want to be in a costume too. So what can I do? Right? Oh,
Yep.
instead of where my old mindset would have been, oh, look at them in their costume. I don't look right. Oh, my God, they're in a costume and I don't have a costume. I can't be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you go on that downward spiral.
Right. And you know, one thing I love about it, because earlier when Penny was talking about fun, and she was like, you know, saying, doing the two different ways. One way was like, well, I'm not having any fun in my life. And you could feel the vibration of how she felt. And then when she said, oh, I'm having a lot of fun in my life, we immediately felt that vibrational change. So I love how the vibration we're sending, we can influence someone else's vibration. So, you know, to me, it's important for us to stay in high vibration, because then when we're around someone else, then we're going to influence that upon somebody. So if we're like down and stuff, then we can influence that vibration. So I'd rather influence a pure, positive, fun vibration.
Exactly. I know, me too.
Even if I'm running around my house going, where are those little pink things I use at the black light run? And then grabbing eyeliner. Look, I have everybody know I started out with a marker, and they're like, I wouldn't put that on your face if I were you. And then we went to eyeliner, so we got dots quickly. Freckles.
So it all worked out, and we got the show going, and Penny's gone, but we're still going on, and so let's see. All right, so the topic is fun. So what else can we? So as you're working with people in your High Vibe Academy, then what are some of the techniques and stuff that you help them with? Because you're focusing on getting rid of the negative energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the negative, isn't that what you like? So how do you actually? Because that's part of like having more fun is getting rid of that. So what's one of the practices or technique that you help them with, that you show them how to do? Or
well, there of course are a lot of them. So but the one thing that I did want to say regarding having fun is that a lot of people have the idea that to have fun, you got to go to a party, or you got to do something, you know, just crazy and extraordinary or whatever. You know, and to me, I have, just like this afternoon, it was my afternoon. I deliberately created today to be very few things on my schedule for today. So this afternoon, I laid on the couch and watched Netflix, and that was fun for me. You know, I wasn't at a party or having funny little things in my head, but I had fun. You know, so, and a lot of times people think, well, that's not fun for me to be able to do that. But it's just society tells us that fun is at a party or, you know, hanging out with somebody. So if you want to be alone and you're having fun being alone, that's okay too. However somebody else defines fun for them. You know, I used to think I had to go do all these things to incorporate fun in my life because that's what everybody else was doing. And then I'd go and I'd do it, and I'm like, I don't even really want to be here. This is supposed to be having fun, and I'd rather be doing something else that's fun. So I'm not, and to wrap that up, it's just a matter of we define, you know, everybody watch, and you define what's fun for you. If laying up on the couch is fun for you, then do that. If going out with your family is fun for you, do that. If putting pink flirlies on your head is fun for you, do that. You know, well, they're like going crazy now, but you know, it's just a matter of define your own fun.
right. So, and I think it goes back to that simple question of beginning to ask yourself, so what do I want?
Mm-hmm.
Because I found, because I'm a new, I have my new grandson, which he's actually 9 months old now, but watching him and being around him and the experience I've been having with him, it's helped me to realize you know, it's also helped me to focus more on, okay, stop and explore life and look at something, because he'll just pick up an object like you would just pick through and he'll just stare at it for the longest time and check out every little inch of it, you know? And
yeah.
then, as I'm watching him, I'm like, you know, look what he does. I need to be, you know, and it's just helped me to realize, to start asking myself in all kinds of scenarios, like, so what do I want?
Mm-hmm.
And is this fun for me or isn't it? Because I think sometimes life gets in our way too, and